Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
Today, we're back again reviewing another episode of AEW Dynamite. Took a week off. We thought the Impact debut on AMC would be worth a shot, and that was a big mistake. We are never branching out and doing new content again. You're only getting reviews from now on for the
It's
shows
not
we already do.
true. It's not true. We might do some lists. We might do some Wrassle recaps. But this specific review is just us trying to heal from whatever TNA did to us.
God, that still don't feel right, honestly.
That shit was so bad. How do you put your worst foot forward on your debut?
I mean, it's really bold to go out there and say, "Look, listen, it can't get worse than this," and that's just
And
how
like,
we're starting.
I feel like this week or whatever. Yeah, I think this or last week, I guess, because today's Sunday was a better episode, right? And it's their second episode, so they fucked up their first impression. So that
Yeah,
really
but
sucks
like,
for that.
who's coming back?
I'm saying now you do a good show and no one's gonna watch it, you know?
Oh well. Anyway, thankfully we're talking about AEW today. It kicks off. We got Taz back on commentary. That's a win for everybody involved.
Love
Uh,
Taz. He's the Italian, he's from New York. That's pretty good.
nice to have the representation on commentary.
Better than TNA, that's for sure.
And you
Or
know what?
W for Italians.
Reverses the Italian decision from last week. Already up 1 point. Let's go.
Go. See, AEW might be pro-Italian. They might be.
I can't say otherwise.
Really can't prove otherwise, yeah.
So we start off with MJF in the ring. Uh, he is doing his usual stick, talking about how much better he is than everybody else.
Did you say
Uh,
stick or shtick?
you know, same idea, same concept.
Doing the old stick.
You're doing the old stick. He's driving stick in the ring.
Not a lot of people can do that, you know?
Talking stick in the ring.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Anyway, he's talking about how nobody can beat him for the belt. But then Brody King comes out. He's like, "Look, buddy, what you did to Bandito last week, kind of fucked up. I want a match with you." To which MJF rightfully says, "You have not done anything to earn a title match against me." So actually, the answer is no.
Yeah, and MJF's totally not scared. Totally not scared
Not
whatsoever.
at all. The propaganda that I see online that says otherwise, totally incorrect.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any fear in those eyes.
Not at all, man. He was
Then
walking.
Brody barked at him, and then it was kind of like a little bit of a shocker, but I don't think it scared him, you know?
I mean, it's surprising because,
Yeah,
like, what kind of human being barks at another human being?
that's true. You're not a dog, you know? What are you
It's just
doing?
really weird. Why would you do
Is
that?
there a dog trapped in your body? You know?
He's got that dog in him, I guess.
Right.
But anyway, we'll see where that goes. We don't get to find out any more about it tonight. Jet Speed and Hangman are backstage.
I
It
guess now,
is.
because Brody King has been beating all these jobbers, now he has to fight someone for reals.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's not the same. That doesn't get you a match with the champion.
I know. I'm saying he has to fight someone for real. So who's it going to be? You know, who's going to step up to Brody King?
Never forget when they're prepping for that tag match. What was it, Okada and Takeshita they were going up against? And
Right.
he did that promo. And he's like, "Look, we're going against two of the best wrestlers on the planet, but luckily I have one of the best wrestlers in my corner also," and did not include himself at all.
He's a humble guy. You know, I can't say anything more about him besides he's a really humble guy. He's respectable. You know, I like Brody King. I do.
I mean, how could you not like Brody King?
Everyone likes Brody King. I
Anyway,
love
Jet
his
Speed.
signature catchphrase, abolish ICE. That's a very good catchphrase.
Oh, I thought the signature catchphrase was bark.
That's the second one he does, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So backstage we got Hangman and Jet Speed. They're talking about their matches going on tonight. Uh, they're talking about how what's it, Speedball's gonna go against Samoa Joe. Kevin Knight has to go up against Swerve. But then they're also trying to figure out a tag name. Um, Knight pitches, was it Jet Speed Rodeo or
Yeah, that's what he said.
Jet Set Rodeo? My bad.
Jet said, okay, yeah, we were both wrong.
But then Mike Bailey pitches horsecock, which does not go over as well, which is a shame.
Yeah, because Hangman was like, "Yeah, I tried that before, it didn't work out."
What I don't even know what that means. I heard him say it, and I was like, "What are you talking about? You tried that before,
He tried that nickname, I guess, and just didn't work out.
man." I
But I
I
like
don't
the
think
name. I think the name sticks, really.
I want that on a T-shirt.
I think everyone wants it on a T-shirt. I've seen a bunch of people say, "Here, you should put this on a shirt." I've seen a design of horse cock logo, so I think yeah, it should be on a shirt.
But anyway, Speedball Mike he goes out for his match with Samoa Joe, and they have a it was a good match. A lot of interference from the ops,
I have
and
in my notes lots of oops interference. What does
plenty of
that
oops,
mean?
plenty of oops.
Lots of oops. Okay, okay.
But I think the most glaring thing here that I noticed is the entire time he's getting jumped by the ops. Yeah, Kevin Knight doesn't come out, but that's just because he's like, hey, don't come out, prepare for your match with Swerve. But Hangman doesn't come
Right.
out. It's like, why isn't Hangman come?
Well, Hangman's thinking about the horse cock thing still. He got him shook,
And see,
and
I
also
was
he might
thinking,
be dealing with some other stuff, that was
yeah, I was
happening on the
thinking,
same night.
I also thought that might be playing into it as well. But I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, real quick on that subject, by the way, you just know for a fact they took that picture. And Hangman said, hey, buddy, that's just for us. Please don't post it. And the other guy said, well, yeah, don't worry about it, bud. Don't worry about it, bro. I got you.
He's fucking desperate,
Man.
fucking
But
desperate for attention because he gets none these days.
rightfully so.
And I'm
Anyway,
disappointed in Hangman for sure.
I mean, I am too. See, I remember I thought it was like, oh, there was allegations but not proved, but no, they were proved, and
He admitted it. Yeah,
so yeah, that's really something else.
yeah, ridiculous. But we move on, I guess.
We do move on to the Death Riders versus the Gallus family in a fun street fight, much better than the Lights Out match from a few weeks ago.
This was really fun, actually. I mean, you're gonna think when you have the Death Rise in there, it's gonna be real. It's gonna get real gruesome in there.
I liked it. It's plenty of fun spots. You had the barbed wire board with the glass on it. That was a good one.
That was probably
Yeah,
the top spot, or maybe not. The Marina Shafir spot was pretty cool.
that's pretty good. I liked when was it Lance Archer put, I think it was really Yuta through the table.
I don't.
I forget.
I mean, that sounds about right, though.
I do forget, but plenty of fun stuff in this match. I enjoyed it more than the Lights Out match from a few weeks ago. And it ends with the Death Riders winning, and Mox telling Callus that if his boy, I don't know which one he's referring to, but he says his boy wants a match with him, he knows where to find him.
Right, right. But yeah, you're right. I mean, this did have a little confusion with the Hechicero tapping out on the ramp, and then the commentators were like, "He tapped out," and then they were like really confused about the rules at first. This is at the beginning of the match, and then they get into the ring eventually, and then I think Excalibur is like, "Oh, I think it has to be in the ring that the fall has to happen in the ring." And it was a little confusing, but it's fine. It was still fun.
Well, not for nothing, but they call it a street fight, and everyone knows that for some reason, even in a street fight, you gotta put him in the ring.
It's kind of stupid in my mind. It should happen anywhere, I think.
I do too, but in that case, they should have called it Falls Count Anywhere.
Right. I actually also like that Archer was part of many spots in this match. I think he's underrated for sure. I think he should have a more prominent role on AEW TV.
I fully agree, and it reminds me of the failures of AEW's past, which made me a little sad, but I was glad to see him here.
And yeah, I mean, shouts out Marina Shafir. We gave her a shit for the last episode. I think she did great against Archer on this one.
Perfectly great in her role here. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay.
Moving on, we got the Triangle of Madness, Tekla
That's triangles.
and Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Tekla challenging Chris Statlander. You got
Did you say
Julia
some
Hart.
shit like easy cheesy or some shit?
She did say easy cheesy. I was gonna try and breeze past it, but you brought it up, so you know what? She did say easy cheesy.
Like the only thing I remember her saying.
Something about she's gonna get a lot of toxic. I don't know.
We're not talking about Kit Wilson.
No, unfortunately. But yeah, she challenges Stat. Julia Hart challenges Willow. And man, crazy to think that three goth girls sitting there, uh, being mean, spitting at the camera. That's somebody's dream right there.
Yeah, somebody. I wonder
And
who.
that's good for whoever that is. Good for
Yeah,
whoever
good for
that is.
that. Yeah.
But nonetheless, we move on. We will find out later on if those challenges were accepted.
We will. Yeah, that's true.
So we get Jordan Oliver
And
and
Alec
Alec
Price.
Price, their debut on the show, going up against FTR. But first off, before that even happens, helpbigstoke.com. I mean, I know I'm there. I'm donating.
Yeah, I have in my notes. It says helpbigstoke.com. Yeah.
I mean, if there was any cause to donate to, it's that one right there.
How much can you donate?
You know, some would say it's a priceless organization. And how
Okay.
much, it's really about how much could I not donate?
Well, then answer that question.
Some would say it's about how much can I donate?
Right. Right. Okay.
That's really up to the individual, I'd say.
Right. He knows all about this organization. If you want to know more, you should hit him up and probably Stoke as well.
Mainly Stoke, I think.
DM Chris on Instagram. You have an Instagram where they can
Uh,
DM you.
I don't remember off the top of my head the name of
Okay. Okay.
it. But if you want to get to me to ask me these questions, definitely DM the Wrassle Graps threads or
Yeah. Do that
Twitter.
or do Instagram. Instagram Wrassle Graps. We're everywhere,
Instagram.
really. Just do it everywhere, and we'll figure it out from there.
Well, if that doesn't work for you, I'd say definitely your best bet is going to be at the Vincent Experience on Twitter. You're going to go there and you're going to DM him the questions, and he'll
Yeah,
give
go
them to you.
find
I'll answer you.
them because they totally said it wrong, but that's besides the point.
Doesn't you'll figure it out. When you see Ivar with the bowling ball, you know you got it.
You're also wrong about that, so we're good. We're good.
You see
Someone said it wrong.
Ivar, you know you got it right.
There you go. There you go.
But anyway, solid debut here. And this was one of the few things I liked on this show. I will say, I felt like there's a bigger emphasis on the younger talent and some of the lesser utilized talent also.
I like that they got these guys from the Indies very recently, and they immediately are on Dynamite having a good showing. That's really cool to see.
I don't know if it's in response to what's his name, Powerhouse Hobbs leaving, but this week, you got the. It feels like they were trying to build up some people. It really did, and I appreciate it.
Look, I don't know who Powerhouse Hobbs is. I know about Royce Keys
Yeah,
though.
sorry, that might be who I meant. Royce Keys. Yeah,
Royce Keys. It's such a good name that is.
it sounds like a man out of Miami Vice. It really does.
It sounds like a fake guy from a video game.
Truthfully, it sounds like an '80s porn star in it.
It does sound like that. Yeah.
And I know damn well it was that motherfucker Michael P.S. Hayes that made up that name too.
No, I don't know who made this name, but
I know damn well. I'm willing to put money on it. All the money I donated to Big Stoke, I'm willing to take it back and donate it. No, bet it on me being correct.
it's not too late to go back to the drawing board on the name. He hasn't even showed up yet. Yeah.
I definitely would. You don't need another JC Mateo situation.
And JC Mateo, where is he now? You have to think about that. Where is that guy?
Exactly.
Well,
But
anyway, FTR got the W.
FTR does win. Solid showing from Price and Oliver, but FTR does win.
Does he have a tag team name or is it just Price and Oliver?
I feel like they probably do. I saw something on the trunks. I just couldn't read it, so I'm gonna go with Price and Oliver.
The Unmetables.
Works for me.
That'll work.
So then we move on to Team Stat accepting the challenge.
Team Stat
Yeah,
Daddy.
Statlander accepts the challenge. You have Willow accepting the challenge, and Harley Cameron is there too for backup. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, again, this is somebody's dream right here.
Somebody. I wonder who,
I again wonder who.
Gee, I wonder.
So then we move on to Kenny and going up against Josh Alexander. Good to see Kenny back in action. But you know,
This was the match I was looking forward to on the show. The match that I really wanted to see. You know,
I was looking forward to it. I don't know much about Josh Alexander, but I thought he was pretty good here.
apparently he did really have a good run, and he had a good run in TNA. That's what I heard.
That's all I know about him.
Yeah, but he did. So Kenny was making his cool entrance here. It looked really cool, like the visual of him making the entrance with the pyro. But then it got cut short by Josh, who I didn't like that he did that.
That did kind of, his first entrance back, I'd like to have seen it in full, but whatever.
And then I have in my notes here, Just versus Kenny. Who's Just? Who is he?
I would like to know who Justice as well. Instead, we got this just Josh Alexander guy or the Strokes guy, if my brain is correct on that, but I don't think it is. This Josh guy going up against Kenny.
Yeah. And it was a good match. I mean, it really was. It was a good showing for. They did a lot more than I thought they were going to do because of Kenny's whole thing. I thought Kenny would take it a little light, but he didn't.
This was Kenny doing what Kenny does, giving Alexander some shine, while also keeping himself elevated for the title picture. And you know what? He wins. And he cuts a promo on
I
Don
love
Callis.
the ending of the match, man, with the combo. That was cool.
That was a cool combo. Gotta love it. But then
But
you
yeah,
get the
you
Kenny
did the
promo,
promo. Yeah.
and Kenny basically says, Don Callis, and he goes the whole promo to Don about how he could either be done with him or he can find him next time. But the whole time he does not look at Don Callis. He just says all these things while looking at the crowd.
Yeah, that's it is what it is. You gotta look at the hard cam. You feel it.
He also claims that he's better than ever. We'll see about that.
That might not be true, but he's saying stuff, and that's cool. I love Kenny. I love what he says. I love when he wrestles.
I love Kenny, but I also live in fear that he's going to fall apart, physically.
I think he also lives in fear of that too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, next up we
But
get the
MJF
return.
was looking on for this match too.
I forgot about that. This is a thing that's going on throughout the show. He's looking at this match. He looked at the Samoa Joe match, and he was watching along with the Swerve match. That was the main event.
I love that, man. It's a nice little touch there of that story.
I do. And, it's something that you told me earlier over text. You told me that, you like that they're doing simpler stories. I also really do appreciate that they're not doing something overcomplicated here. It's just MJF is champion, and a lot of people are gunning for him right now.
That's what I
And
liked about the old NXTs. That most of the stories were very simple, and they got the job done. I think that's what needs to be focused on for AEW storylines.
fully agree here. But another thing I like that they did in the show, they brought back an old favorite segment. Taz recapping matches and talking about how he likes the submission holds in the match.
That was cool. I like that. I like the little breakdowns he does. They should do
Technique
more
by
of
Taz,
those.
I think it was.
Technique Taz, exactly. TT, double T.
He said, "Hey, this is how we beat Bandito over here. He did this. He did this armbar. And he did this, and man, he won the match. Good for him."
Well, Bandito passed out, so yeah, it was
Bandito.
cool. It was cool.
So then we get to the mandatory women's match for the week. If you're wondering why I called it that, it's because there's always one on AW, and they always put it right before the main event, and Tony makes it feel like he
Oh
almost
yeah,
forgot.
Kenny lives in Florida now. Kenny Omega lives in Florida.
He did claim that as well. That is true.
Me and him are Floridians. Wow.
You should go and because I know when
Visit
people.
Kenny. No, I'm not gonna visit Kenny. It'll
The
be
thing is, I
weird.
know that celebrities love when people do this. You should show up at his house
No,
and you should tell him how much you love him.
I'm not doing that, man. If I go anywhere near Kenny, we'll be at an AEW show. Hopefully,
You should vlog going to Kenny Omega's house.
not doing that. That would be crazy. No one should do that. No one.
Not only do celebrities love when you do that, it also be great content for us.
It would be horrible content because I would just get arrested and that'll be real bad.
Well, then it's a whole, it's a whole bunch of content for us. I visited Kenny Omega. I got arrested.
Went
I spent
wrong.
the night in jail. Um, I went to court to fight my jail time. Stuff
We would
like that.
definitely get clout over that, but it would be like very short lived clout.
It's not good, but some would say there is no bad press.
I'd say that's pretty bad. I'd say that's off the table.
Never hurts to try for the content.
Never. I will never do that.
Worth a shot, anyway. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford versus Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa. Personally, I thought this match was a foregone conclusion. I was very surprised when Bain and Ford were able to win the match.
I like that they won the match. That's pretty cool. But I did think Tony and Mina had this 1-1, especially when they've kind of looked like dorks the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm. I really do like it because Megan Bain, she has a very what's the word, um unique
She's Iron
look
Man.
to her, I'd say.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too.
She has like the Jade Gargill like look, but in like terms of like the build and everything, you get the impression that she is an experienced wrestler.
I love Megan Bain, man. She did very well in this match specifically.
So I hope that this leads to more good stuff for them.
I really gotta give praise to Penelope because she improved all these years in AEW. I mean, it's good to see her winning.
I gotta agree on that too. The only thing I don't like about this is that Marina Shafir got involved to help. You know for a fact this is leading to a 6-woman tag match somewhere down the line.
Lance Archer, get in there, pal.
Send them in. So
That's your job.
now we can get to our main event here. Swerve versus Kevin Knight.
The other match I was looking forward to the most, but not really as much as the Kenny match.
I enjoyed this. It felt like a real showcase for Kevin Knight as a single star, something I don't really feel like we got a lot during his AEW run so far.
Closest he did was in the tournament with beating Okada. That was his biggest moment in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was his second biggest moment, fighting Swerve in the main event here in this incredible match.
I really enjoyed it. I felt like, again, it's like the Kenny match with Josh Alexander. Yes, Swerve did win, but you also got over Kevin Knight here in this one.
That pile driver on the barricade, that was crazy.
That
From
was nuts.
Swerve, yeah.
I could not believe that he agreed to take that.
Look, man, in AEW, you take anything. You look at Darby Allin. Ever seen his matches before?
Darby Allin's a different type of guy. He's just ready to die at any moment.
Yeah, it's true. He's different. Like he's a different type of guy. He's built different, as they say.
He is built different.
Because he's like a twig, but somehow he can withstand anything.
It's a
He was
different
on
type.
this. Wasn't he on this show too, or am I tripping?
I don't think
No,
he
he wasn't
was.
on the show. He wasn't on this show. No.
No, Pac was on the show,
Okay. Yeah. I was tripping. That's my
which
bad.
I forgot about earlier. Wanted to mention I really like that spot also in the
With the
6-man tag match
crutches?
early on, with the crutch where he's beating up. I think it was Lance Archer, and then he's holding it
Yeah.
up, and then out of nowhere Cesaro shows up.
And Claudio was there. Yeah.
Anyway, back to
But
this match.
you
Really
knew
liked it.
that you knew Kevin Knight was not going to win this match, but you knew he would do some incredible stuff like that dive over the turnbuckle. That was dope. Basically, everything Kevin Knight does is like, wow, that's incredible stuff. And whatever Swerve does too, because Swerve is one of the best wrestlers in AEW.
Mm-hmm. No, I
So I
liked.
mean, yeah, like I was gonna say, but that Swerve was gonna win the match, and he did.
He did indeed, and did so with MJF watching on from the rafters to end the show.
Right.
And
And how
it's
you
so
feel about
nice.
that? Are you looking forward to this whole title thing going on with Swerve, Hangman, Kenny, MJF?
It's so nice to be able to watch the show, not only talk positive about it, but also watch it when it's over. Say, I'm not 100% sure where it's going, but I'm not mad at that. I'm actually enjoying the unpredictability around that right now, and I'm curious to see where it goes.
Me too. I'm not sure what they're gonna do here. I feel like Kenny's gonna get wrapped up in something eventually, right, with the Don Callis family. Hangman's a little tied up with the little tag team he has going on. I think
Mhm.
Swerve might be the option. I'm not sure. We shall see. I mean,
This
Swerve
might
has that match against Andrade this week, so we'll see.
only thing I don't want to see is I don't want to see Kenny doing more Don Callis family stuff. I
I think
really,
he kind of has to, right? Because he has to wrap it up.
I don't care if he wraps it up. I just like him to move on.
I don't think now's the time. I don't think he moves right into the title picture.
I would say at Revolution, do him versus Kyle Fletcher, so he can get back at him for what he did to him like a couple months
Yeah, that's
ago.
good. You do that.
But then after that, I don't want more of this.
Right. The thing is, I don't know where Hangman fits into this, you know?
Well, he really doesn't as trios champion, but
I
whatever.
feel like it kind of needs to be Swerve, I think.
And I don't know if he's going to be fitting into it now with the bad publicity he's getting, but we'll see.
And I think they're just going to ignore it. They're going to move past it. And they're just going to keep going with their story. You know?
Maybe we'll see. But
But I wish they would take some stuff like that seriously, you know?
yeah, but you know,
They have a
at the
lot
end
of people in that roster that could use some cracking down on. Especially the ones that they might be looking to bring in, you know? I
sure.
saw the old Wolfgang was there, and
Oh,
that's not good. You can't have that. I know that from speaking out,
yeah, I remember that.
you know?
But anyway, for
But someone
this,
someone I like that they brought in for a dark match, Baron Corbin. That's pretty cool.
that's always a win. You know, Google Meets champion, as we refer to him as Baron Corbin. Love to see you.
BC, not anymore. What's his name now?
Tom Pestock.
No, his like name's different now in the his ring name.
Tom.
We call him Tom. Tommy P. Tommy P. We like Tommy P.
Tommy from Google Meets is what I'm going to call him from now on
Big
until I'm
Tom.
told otherwise.
Tommy P.
Tommy Meets, I'm going to call him.
Tommy Meats. That's Tommy Meats right there. See, if he has a name like that, he'll get over. You know?
I think so. And every match that you do with him, you can get it presented by a fast food restaurant, presenting a new burger. That's how you really get him over.
That's how you do it.
But anyway, I'm going to say for me, this show personally, overall, that's a thumbs up right there. Love to see the new
So
focus on newer talent. Love the simplicity and unpredictability we got going on right now. I think it's great.
couldn't agree more. I think it's a thumbs up as well.
Alrighty, with all that said, thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end, appreciate you watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on a podcasting platform, please leave that 5-star review. Greatly appreciated. If you want some more Wrassle Graps, remember to check the social medias, especially threads. Big on that. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.